Hi, Shanice. How are you doing? Welcome to Naya. Naya, thank you so much for the support. Hope you all are doing great. So it looks like the Black Maga are not happy with how the cabinets and all that we are like, so far how far it has come because I guess they were waiting and hoping for a better position because I remember that some of them Tim Scott and Byron Donal and some of them were asked, are you guys okay with the team that has been selected so far, the cabinet and all that? They said, yeah, they deserve the position and they are supporting them and the rest of it, right? And the black people that were actually elect, like, that ended up getting into the position, like in a cabinet position, like quite few were never even campaigned or came out anytime or any day to campaign. But there were some people that carried that campaign on their heads, Sim Scott, Byron, and the rest of them, right? Sincerely speaking, they are murmuring. Why are they murmuring? I do not know because the last they asked them, they said that they are good, that they probably will get something in the end. But they can see that there is nothing coming in the end because there is no light anymore at the end of the tunnel. You all think you can F around and eat your cake and have it. It doesn't work that way. This one is a mess that you all messed yourselves up and you all are going to enjoy the mess. I mean, let's get into this video.
Okay, give me just a moment. Just come on. Let this sink in. For all these hard-working elected rocket raccoons that were out on the campaign trail just beating the pavement for Donald Trump. Not that any of them got a cabinet seat, but when it came to picking an ambassador for the Bahamas, Donald Trump picked Hershel Walker. the man who decided that he'd rather be a werewolf than a vampire because werewolves can kill vampires. And now I'm sorry, but you just can't make this up. Hershel Walker, ambassador to the Bahamas.
You didn't think we were done with these Janky of the Year nominations, did you? Nope. The Janky of the Year nominations roll on. If I was to start showing pictures of the next nominee, I would be sitting here, or example pictures of the next nominee, I'd be sitting here until next year. So I won't do that. But I will give you a visual representation of the entirety of this next nomination. Janky of the Year nominee number 6 is Black MAGA. And their constant whining because they're not getting a seat at Donald Trump's table. Best exemplified by this: a raccoon, a very skinny raccoon, wearing boxing gloves and Rocky Balboa's shorts. Oh yeah, we're not done. Think about all of the Black Trump supporters you have seen throughout social media over the past 4 years. Just think about it. They have names both famous and infamous. All of them are infamous as far as I'm fucking concerned. Think about all of the rhetorical bullshit that has come out of their throat. Whether they're black men or black women, black gays or black days. When they fall under the banner of a Trump supporter, they tend to forget that they asses are black. In fact, it's one of the only reasons the MAGA contingent has even supported them. The fact that they try to be like white MAGA supporters and say the same shit that these people would say. And then they won. Black MAGA celebrated like they had just won the motherfucking Super Bowl. They did. Their guy won against that Kamala, or Kamala. They would mispronounce her name on purpose. This is how you really knew that you were well within that sweet spot of Black MAGA country. So they thought America was going to be great again. That is until Donald Trump started to pick his cabinet. And lo and behold, the national level Black MAGA Coonesians like Tim Scott and Byron Donalds, and what's that other nut job from Texas? Wesley Hunt, or whatever the fuck his name is. They started to realize, oh shit, I'm not getting a cabinet position. You're right. You were never going to get a cabinet position. To wit, as of today, December 28th, in the year of Row 2024, there were only two, count them, 1, 2, black people with cabinet positions in the new incoming Trump administration. Both of them are football players. One of them, a black man, a whole ass black man, is the head of housing and urban development because Donald Trump thinks that's where all black people should be, urban. And the other is the infamous failed senatorial candidate and deputy dog badge holding son of a bitch, Hershel Walker, who has been nominated to be the ambassador to the Bahamas. Now, mind you, both of these positions are cabinet positions and therefore have to be blessed off by the Senate. The day Hershel Walker has to testify in front of Congress will be the greatest day in television history. It will rival coverage of the JFK assassination, the funeral of Princess Diana, and 9/11. It will be that monumental. Because the very moment he whips out that fake ass deputy dog toy ass badge in front of senators is going to be hilarious. But not just in the actual seat of power. No, here on TikTok. Do y'all remember that very big-jawed black man? The one that looked like Thanos if he had actually got a tan with the MAGA hat on, talking about the MAGA family, the MAGA family, the MAGA family. Remember him? The one that didn't have any place to go for fucking Thanksgiving and it was reaching out to the MAGA family? Do you remember why he became famous in the first place? Where he tearfully, and I do mean tearfully, weirdly tearfully, said that he was on a live with a white Trump supporter and they said, we don't like you, we just use you for your vote. And he was like, I can't believe that MAGA family because I love the MAGA family. Mind you, he has Thanos' chin. So imagine his chin way the fuck out of here. I can't believe that MAGA family. I love the MAGA family. That ain't right, MAGA family. Bitch, it is right. They told you exactly what your ass was worth. In the immortal words of Uncle Dan, all tokens shall be spent. So when I hear these Coonesians being upset that they're not allowed at the table anymore, it makes me chuckle. Ha ha ha. And the reason it does is this. We tried to tell you. You see, Black MAGA doesn't seem to understand what its place in all of this truly is. They think, oh wow, I have a seat at the table. Not realizing, no, you do not. Not only do you not have a seat at the table, MAGA will tell you this if you ask. Whether it's a cabinet position that you only got because the word urban is in it, Ben Carson and this new football playing idiot, or whether or not it's being used for your votes and then discarded like a soda can. We have been trying to tell Black MAGA this for a very long time. And all they have done since the election of Donald Trump is whine about how they're not being respected as Trump supporters. In other news, water is wet. See, y'all sold out for a dry-ass Popeyes biscuit with not an ounce of water in sight. And you really thought you were part of the crew and the club. You're not. Just like when Tommy Sotomayor went on to a chat on Clubhouse that was featured by Richard Spencer. And he told him exactly what his place is. But that's something that Black MAGA cannot come to grips with, even though the rest of us have. These people don't like you. They never have. These people are more than happy, absolutely more than happy, to put your ass out as one of the good ones. They are more than happy to shove their fist up your ass and have you talking like Jim Henson's puppet. But as far as respectability, no. They don't like you. I remember somebody asking, would you believe Donald Trump is racist? And I said, yes. Do you believe all Trump supporters are racist? No. But if you're okay with the blatant racism, sexism, homophobia, xenophobia, anti-Semitism, Islamophobia, transphobia, and ableism that surrounds the entire MAGA movement, then yes, I believe that you are all of those things. A racist, sexist, homophobe, xenophobe, anti-Semitic, Islamophobe, transphobic, ableist human being. But with Black MAGA, they didn't look at the entirety of what was going on around them. They just wanted to be accepted. Well, guess what? You never will be. You never will be. The MAGA movement can talk about inclusivity, but all they have shown is that if you are not a white, Christian, Anglo-Saxon, cisgendered white man, they ain't got shit for you. And oh, MAGA women, I'm talking about your dumb ass too. Janky of the Year nominee number 6, Black MAGA, whining about not being included with the rest of the club. Enjoy that Popeyes biscuit.
This is all I got from this video. And sincerely speaking, I do not think that their opinion is actually very important. Their opinion is not important, and Black people do not also want to hear anything from them, because you all are really very selfish and very self-centered Black conservatives, right? Black MAGA. Because you all are always very much ready and eager, like very ready to attack your community, but you are not ready to attack the people that are suppressing your voices, because as you all can see, your voices has been suppressed. You can't say anything. You can't speak. Why? Because how dare you speak? You know, I remember there was a time I brought a video where they came out, especially Byron Donal came out to say that because they were asking him, does he mean that I mean, like, you all are very comfortable with the people that were selected for the cabinet? Because then there was about like 2 or 3 spaces to be filled up. So they were like, yeah, for everybody that has been elected so far deserves the positions really, really good. And so they were asked, does it mean that you do not deserve to be part of the cabinet and all that? This man said, like, to the best of my knowledge, the people that has been elected are really good enough so far. Over that there are some spaces to still remaining, so that they really do look forward to probably thinking that they were going to be picked. See, I've been screaming this. Some people really do not want to learn, right? And they also know. I don't even know what was running through their mind. And it was the same Byron Donal that actually, during his homecoming, the last campaign Donald Trump did in New York, which was also his hometown, right? When he was introduced, sincerely speaking, they started singing slave song for that man. See, I don't know how to say this, but there are some things a full grown man should not be caught doing. And all these are part of it, no matter how, whatever it takes, or what it's going to cost you, or what you are going to earn from it. There, whatever, I probably might, one thing I will not do is to betray my own community. Because as a human being, I owe them that protection. As every one of you, as a Black person, the only thing you all owe each other is that protection. Protect your community as much as you can. And when you do not protect your own community, right, in front of other people, they feel like this is the reality. If you cannot protect your own community in front of other people, they will not trust you. Why? Because they feel like this person that does not even like his or her own community this much, right? How do I think that this person will do a good job? Check around all the people that are MAGA and all that, and those that are also expect that, like, people who thought they were going to get a good position. Candice Owen did not get anything. Byron Donal did not get anything. Tim West did not get anything. I mean, a whole lot of them, right? Nothing. And to tell you that all those people really worked so hard. When I say so hard, during the election, and at the same time, it was also that same period that they came out to say that Black community were also better off during Jim Crow era. Which people asked him, which Jim Crow era? Were you around during Jim Crow era? So what do you know about Jim Crow era? Did you read about Jim Crow era that made you think that that period was good for Black community? Then he said that Black people were united and Black. So because, oh my God, united in suffering or united in what? I understand Black people were united and still they are very much united. But nothing will compare a season where people were suffering. I mean, you cannot even tell. That is not a good thing to say, right? And people were mad at him. He ran away and was looking for a way to defend himself. And I remember that he met some Black intellectual men during one of his interview, and the man really like persisted him. And I love people like that, One thing I have learned so far is that I hope people will learn to also do that. When people are not doing something nice, I try as much as I can to tell you that this is not okay. And people that are allowing him to keep lying and they just shut up while they are all lying, especially the Black MAGAs and all that. I mean, you all keep speaking up. Because it does not make any sense watching them lie right in front of your faces and think it's okay. How dare you stand in front of myself and in front of my face and tell me that Black people were better off during segregation? Segregation that their lives were very, very, I'm sorry to use this word, miserable, because actually it was. Because tell me how somebody could not even vote. I remember I saw videos where a Black woman was talking about how during that period that you were supposed to pay $2. You can imagine how much $2 was then. And white women could vote, but they couldn't vote. You have to pay that tax before you vote, which suppress their voices and all that. What is worse than your voice being suppressed? Like you have a voice, but you cannot use it. It's as good as pupilling the person because you are not talking. You are not you are just there. A period when school was just not a good place to go for people that look like me. They couldn't go to school. And the ones that were can you imagine going to school and not knowing if you're going to make it because you might get to school and get jumped? Because you see them with placards and they are standing and saying, we do not want to be in the same school with them. Is that the period that was good for Black people? I mean, you all can lie a lot and stop lying because that is not Black community. That is not what Black community stands. It's okay to speak what Black people went through. I mean, I thought like being a MAGA and all that, you are also supposed to speak out on what your Black community went through. Some people are always like trying to tell us that our Black people are always being the victim. It is not victim. Did all this happen? Absolutely. They did happen, and that is history, and they are holding that to their heart because that is their experience. So how do you want to turn around somebody's experience and say that it was all good when it was not all good? You all can do better as human beings, because I feel like humanity sometimes is just like, people are losing their humanity and all that, because when people cannot even stand up when something is going wrong, irrespective of what it's going to cost, is something else. And if you look around, you can also see that MAGA are breeding some men, Black men, every day. You wake up every day, you see people that are up there on the internet looking for a way to, I don't know what they are getting, but probably I feel like there might be a lot of money on it, because how do you wake up every day, like a lot of them, and all they want to do is Black people this, but your own community that, man. And then you see their comment section, you see how the white women are out there showing them up so badly. See you all in my next video. Bye for now.